Hello there. Hi, my name is Sonny Singh. I am a complementary alternative medicine coach and therapist, and it's a great pleasure to have some of your time today. Sorry, I've just seen the actual webcam there. Okay, right. So basically, what I'm here to do is really to connect with you about something which is really, really important. And it's a series of conversations that I'm having really with you, the audience on YouTube. And for me, one of the most critical things that's happening at the moment, obviously with the pandemic and the fallout of what's happening, is how it's making us feel. And we're going to be focusing on depression in this pandemic conversation between you and I. And I think we have, for me personally, I mean, yes, when I first heard of this pandemic a good 2 months ago, and then we've then had the restrictions here within the UK and complete overhaul, complete change of life. Yes, I have to be quite honest and say, yeah, I actually felt quite down. I thought, well, what's happening here? And for me, it wasn't a depression. It was just that a realization that things are not the same as they were. I can't do the things that I wanted to actually do. My whole life is completely changed, is restricted. And then it made me feel very, very sad. And thinking, well, I don't understand what's happening, why it's happening. Now, it's very important to be able to talk to you about this and also to talk to you about depression, which is very different from feeling down. When you're feeling down, you think that, hang on a minute, I've got these beliefs about myself, about life. Here are my circumstances, and I don't understand what's happening. Why is this happening to me? And it can make you feel really, really upset. But with depression, this can happen over a sustained period of time. And we're now entering week, I would say 5 or 6 now. And I've spoken to quite a few of my clients, and a lot of them come to me with issues to do with depression, quite severe, sometimes clinical depression, where they just have a complete loss of hope, feeling, a sense of hopelessness, uh, maybe having some regrets about things that they should have done before the lockdown and they didn't actually get a chance to do, feeling very, very upset about what's happened to their jobs or their businesses, what's happened to to the in terms of what used to be their role, what used to give them structure and discipline in life is now completely gone. And they're having to adapt to a very different lifestyle now in terms of being based at home, not being able to interact with people in a face-to-face basis, or to have any physical contact with people, say with family, etc., or close friends. And this now, because it's now happening for a good number of weeks, this is causing people lots of trouble. Now, obviously, this is the problem, and this is the context that I wanted to talk to you about. And for me, as a camp coach, therapist, there are things that, if you are in a situation where you're either feeling down or depressed, it's been happening for quite a number of weeks, and you just don't see any hope. Okay, if we have nothing, we have hope. Okay, if we have nothing, we have hope. There is a possibility for things to change from this moment in time. So if you are feeling very, very down, very, very lost, you feel everything's just terrible, it's just not worth carrying on living. I know some of my clients expressing feelings of suicide as well. And honestly, that is such a critical moment in one's life when they've reached that point to be able to have some momentum and take action. And what I want to do in this video is to talk about some strategies that I encourage clients to consider. This particular strategy comes from a discipline called neuro-linguistic programming, or NLP. And what I'd like you to do is, if you are very down or in a depressed state, I want you to start thinking about some of your beliefs. Okay, start thinking about all those generalizations or facts of life that are in your subconscious or maybe in your unconscious mind that are probably operating and probably doing their work now in terms of maybe contributing to you feeling that the way that you are. So if you have a belief that you feel worthless without a job, you feel inadequate, that you're not bringing any money in, well, this is an opportunity now to really examine and explore that belief. Even if now in this moment, as you're watching me live, you might actually want to be able to just get a piece of paper or a pen, or you may just want to grab your phone and then just make some notes. By all means, do so, because it's really important that if you're feeling like this, if you're feeling very down and depressed, that you really start to take action. That's really important. Okay. So, saying that, I want you to now start thinking about some of you're feeling down, but then you want to try and look and go within and try to explore some of your beliefs that might be helping you to feel the way you are. A lot of depression, I work with clients, a lot of their depression is down to circumstances or changes in circumstances. And so you really have to explore, well, why is it that this circumstance is making me feel down and depressed? Do I have a belief about something? Is it a negative belief? Is it a limiting belief? Things that are holding me back, I'm not realizing it. So I want you to be able to now look within and try to explore some of those limiting beliefs that are probably contributing to how you're feeling. Now, and what you're going to do now within NLP is you've now got to try to rewrite that belief, because it's not reality. Okay? If you feel that you are inadequate because you're not able to continue working, or you just don't feel any sense of hope in looking for something different, maybe something, if you've not been able to work face to face, then maybe something online. I don't know. It all depends on your own individual circumstances as to what you could see as something a bit different. But it may well be that you might want to think about your belief and say, well, no, I'm actually capable of doing anything I want to do. Maybe in the past, I was told that I was only going to be able to do this. This is all I will amount to. And that's my belief now, which is why I cannot look beyond my situation. Well, now is the time to explore that belief right now. Okay, while we are talking, while we're communicating. Because it may well be that if you can begin the process of examining that belief and trying to rewrite that belief and having a new belief about work, then that's fantastic. Now, it could well be that, again, looking at your beliefs about relationships, your beliefs about what constitutes happiness. It's for you being happy, achieving a certain level of income. Or you're only happy if you are in a relationship with someone. But the moment you might not be in a relationship with someone and you're feeling very, very unhappy, well, that's a belief about that you feel that you're only able to become complete or be happy in yourself if you're with someone. Okay? And now is the time to explore that belief, because once this pandemic is over, or we get to a stage where the restrictions are lifted, then you want to go into this kind of post-pandemic situation with a set of beliefs that are going to serve you and are not going to get you into a depressed state when you're feeling that there's no hope, I can't do anything. I know there are many reasons why depression happens, but I really, in this particular transmission, this video, I want you to really explore your beliefs. Okay, really look at them very, very carefully, and you decide whether these beliefs are actually not serving you and they're actually limiting you, and they're actually not causing the depression, but they're actually playing a very active part in making you feel the way you are. Okay. Now, nobody asked for this pandemic. Nobody asked for this. Obviously, there's been some absolutely awful consequences to this disease. And like myself, I'm sure you are the same. We're all doing our best in terms of social distancing, following government guidelines, being very, very careful what we do when we go out. And so, these are very, very precarious times. But it's a time for very, very deep reflection. It is a time to be able to really go within and really explore yourself and who you are at this moment in time, and whether the person that you are is someone who maybe could be looking at some other ways of trying to believe certain things. And again, it's those beliefs that you may need to challenge. And I'm saying, I know beliefs are beliefs, but sometimes it may not be so easy to challenge. But it's worth exploring that if you are feeling very down and depressed, whether your beliefs have something about, something to do with how you're feeling. And there is a time now for you to do that reflection. And I think for me, if I'm feeling a little bit uncertain about something, a bit down about something, I'll always be still. I might even do a little bit of meditation. I'll just sit within myself like this. I'll close my eyes and I'll search within deep. And then I will then open my eyes, and then I will start to connect with a piece of paper or a pen, or I'll use my phone and make some notes and just try and download some of the information within me to try to understand what's going on. And ordinarily, you will find that this NLP technique is a really powerful process. Okay, like what we also use in NLP is something called reframing. Okay, because with reframing, your life might be like this. Okay, if you want to just for the purpose of this exercise, just put your life in a box. Okay, this is my life here. And what you might want to do is, if you feel that there are certain elements in your life that you know what the factors are that causes depression, then it's a way of now examining that frame and see whether you can create a new frame, because you've re-examined and you've repurposed your beliefs. Now, when you're repurposing your beliefs, they're not going against the grain. You still are yourself and your true, authentic self. But if your beliefs are not allowing you to be your real, true, authentic selves, then this is an opportunity for you to reframe the way you see things, the way you see your circumstances now, or your circumstances in the past. And it is quite deep work. But as Einstein said, where there is difficulty, there is an opportunity. And I know that the pandemic is causing all sorts of mayhem and havoc and difficulties for every single person on this planet. But saying that, within the sentiment of what Einstein said, there is an opportunity. There is a golden opportunity to re-examine, reinvent, and repurpose everything. So when we come out of the actual pandemic, and we come out of it, and we will come out of it. I mean, okay, there may well be some restrictions we all have to abide by because of what's happened, but we will be coming out of it, and we will at some point be able to carry on doing the things that we used to do, like go to the gym or go to the restaurant or go clothes shopping or look for new electrical items or look for a house or go for holidays and things like that. That time is not now, obviously, particularly in the UK. It's not now, but it is going to happen at some point. And we don't know what that point is, but it will happen. But what you could be doing in the meantime, in terms of working your way through this current process, is for you to be able to explore those beliefs that you've got. Okay. So that really is the end of this very short live transmission. This will be recorded automatically onto my YouTube channel. So as I said, my name is Sonny Singh, and I'm from lifegenius, and I'm a CAM therapist and coach. So in the description box, you'll find details about my website and some of the free resources that we're offering to clients. And also, if some of you feel that maybe I could help you on a one-to-one personal basis, I offer any prospective client a free 30-minute, no obligation call. So please do look into that as well. And in the meantime, what I'm also going to do as well is I'm going to be doing these live transmissions on a Monday, on a Wednesday, and a Friday from next week onwards. So if you can tune in at around BST time 1 p.m., which is around lunchtime, please do log in and watch the transmission. What I'm aiming to do in these pandemic conversations is try to talk about something which is causing an issue. Try to unpick it, try to provide some kind of solution. Some of the solutions that I will be suggesting and offering will be from the complementary alternative medicine or lifestyle medicine paradigm. So I've used NLP, neuro-linguistic programming, in this, but I may well suggest other things like emotional freedom technique or hypnotherapy, or maybe just how you explore self-talk, all sorts of alternatives that you probably haven't considered. But what I'd like to do as part of this live transmission is at least bring it to your conscious level, your conscious mind, and then you decide whether it's going to work for you or not. I've also got quite a few videos on things like managing fear and tackling anxiety, but with a specific focus on the pandemic. So we are living a pandemic life at the moment. Obviously, as I said, it's going to change in the future. But while we are all in it together, let's connect. Let's work through this together. I'd be more than happy to receive any ideas or any suggestions on areas that you'd like me to talk about that's uppermost in your mind. Please do connect. I'm on all of the social media platforms. You'll find that on the bottom of my website, which is www.lifegenius.com. You'll find all the social media links. Please do drop me a message. I've got an inquiry box on the homepage at the bottom. And also, please do leave your comments on this channel too. I really would welcome that. So in the meantime, take care of yourselves, and I will see you tomorrow, 1 p.m. BST time. Take care.